Welcome back, students. Let us continue. So this way we saw that how Marathas became successful in expanding their power or strengthening the post of Marathas at the place Malwa. Now let us see how they established their Maratha supremacy in Bundelkhand, how they expanded their power, Maratha power in Bundelkhand. Bundelkhand means some part of today's Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, areas around Jhansi, Panna and Sagar. Okay, so remember today some parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh was in the old times known as Bundelkhand. So the areas around Jhansi, Panna and Sagar are all these, they stands for Bundelkhand. That time, King Chhatrasal had established his own kingdom in Bundelkhand. So, who was the king of the kingdom in Bundelkhand? King Chhatrasal. The Mughal Subedar Muhammad Khan Bhangush of Allahabad attacked Bundelkhand and had defeated Chhatrasal. Chhatrasal appealed to Bajirao for help. Now, as I told you that King Chhatrasal was ruling the kingdom in Bundelkhand, that time the Mughal Subedar Muhammad Khan Bhangush of Allahabad, he attacked Bundelkhand and thus he defeated the King Chhatrasal. So, this way Chhatrasal's kingdom was lost and he was very much worried. So, what he did? Chhatrasal appealed for the help. He demanded, he requested help from whom? From Bajirao, because we know that time the Maratha power was strong and help is always taken from the strong people. So that's why Chhatrasal also appealed that to Bajirao that please help me for getting my kingdom of Bundelkhand back. So Bajirao took a large army and went to Bundelkhand. He defeated Bhangush. Chhatrasal honored Bajirao. This is how Marathas established their supremacy in Malwa and Bundelkhand. So then after the appeal made by King Chhatrasal to Bajirao, Bajirao he became ready to help King Chhatrasal, and for that purpose he took a large army and went to Bundelkhand to fight with Bhangush. And in his fight he defeated Bhangush and really took up the Chhatrasal's kingdom back and gave him back to Chhatrasal. So Bundelkhand, he got it back, Bundelkhand, after the defeat of Bhangush, and he gave that Bundelkhand back, that kingdom back to whom? To the King Chhatrasal, as he was the king of that area. And this is how the King Chhatrasal felt very honored about Bajirao, and that's why he felt very proud about him and he honored Bajirao. And this is how we again succeeded in establishing our Maratha supremacy in the areas Malwa and Bundelkhand. Bajirao demanded from the emperor the office of the Subedar of Malwa. As the emperor declined this demand, Bajirao marched on Delhi in 1737 CE. The Mughals were taken by surprise. Now what happened that time? Actually, after establishing supremacy in Malwa and Bundelkhand, Bajirao demanded from the emperor, from the Mughal emperor, that give us the office of the Subedar of Malwa. Okay, give the Subedar office of the Malwa to us, but the emperor declined this demand. The emperor did not agree to give this or agree to fulfill his demand, and that's why Bajirao started marching towards Delhi in 1737 CE. Now, as he started marching towards Delhi, that took Mughals to a surprise. Mughals were taken to surprise that why this Bajirao is moving with a huge army towards Delhi. What is the conspiracy or plan going on in his mind? This way the Mughals were taken by surprise. Now, that is some information do you know? I told you Chhatrasal had appealed help from Bajirao. So how did he appeal help? He had written a letter, okay, to Bajirao. Chhatrasal had written a request letter to Bajirao. So what were the words in this letter? Let us read. In that he wrote, जो गत आहे गजेंद्र की वह गत आई है आज, बाजी जान बुंदेल की बाजी राखो लाज. So my situation is like the elephant whose leg is caught by the crocodile. You are the only one who can save me. So this way Chhatrasal had written in the letter to Bajirao that maybe I am a very strong king of Bundelkhand, but still maybe I am a huge king or a strong king like elephant, but today my foot is in the mouth of crocodile. So even my strength could not do anything. My kingdom is in the hands of, in the hands of Mughal. So please help me to get my kingdom once back again. So you are the only one who can save me. These are the words written by him in his letter to Bajirao. Next, the Battle of Bhopal. The emperor felt uneasy on account of Bajirao's Delhi expedition. He invited the Nizam to protect Delhi. Nizam marched towards Bajirao with his huge army and Bajirao defeated him at Bhopal. Nizam agreed to secure the Sanad of Malwa Subedari for the Marathas from the Badshah. Now what happened? I told you, as our Marathas, Bajirao, they started marching towards the Delhi. Bajirao, with his huge army, the emperor was taken to surprise, and then that's why he thought that something plan is going on in Bajirao's mind. So he invited who? The emperor, Mughal emperor. Okay, the Mughal emperor invited Nizam to protect Delhi, and this Nizam, he started marching towards Bajirao with his huge army, because Mughal emperor has told that this Bajirao is moving with a huge army. So you please, Nizam, come and help us and stop this Bajirao who is marching towards the Delhi. Bajirao, but both of them, they met at one place. Who? Bajirao and Nizam. They both met at the place Bhopal, and a battle happened between them, and Bajirao defeated Nizam at Bhopal. And as we know, after the defeat, you are expected to do something in return for him. So once the Nizam was defeated at Bhopal, he agreed to secure the Sanad rights of Malwa Subedari to the Marathas, because if you remember, our Marathas have demanded that give us the Malwa Subedari. At that time, emperor has ignored. He has declined that no, I won't give. But now after his defeat, this Nizam agreed to give the Sanad of Malwa Subedari to the Marathas. Okay. Then the defeat of Portuguese. The territories of Vasai and Thane on the Konkan coast were in the possession of Portuguese. The Portuguese rulers oppressed their subjects. Bajirao sent his brother Chimaji Appa to subdue the Portuguese. Now that time, the two areas, Vasai and Thane, the territories of these two areas were, not Vasai and Thane are lying on the coastal area, okay. So these two areas were in the possession of Portuguese. Portuguese were ruling over these two areas. Even our Marathas wanted to expand their power in these two places, okay. So, excuse me. What did then? Bajirao sent his brother Chimaji Appa to subdue the Portuguese, okay, to low spirit the Portuguese. Then what happened? Chimaji conquered Thane. Excuse me, sorry, so sorry. Chimaji conquered Thana and adjacent areas. So Chimaji Appa was sent by Bajirao so that he can conquer the areas of Thana and the adjacent areas and subdue the Portuguese. And really they succeeded. Chimaji succeeded in conquering the areas of Thane and also the adjacent nearby areas of Thane. Then what about Vasai then? Let us see. In 1739 CE, he laid a siege to the Vasai fort. The fort was very strong. The Portuguese had a powerful artillery. In spite of all this, Chimaji continued the siege with perseverance and forced the Portuguese to surrender the fort of Vasai, and large parts of the Portuguese territory passed into the hands of the Marathas. Now I told you, Chimaji, he conquered Thane areas, yes, but what about Vasai? Now Vasai fort was a very strong fort, okay, and what did our Bajirao did? He had sent Chimaji, right? So they put a siege. They had surrounded this fort on all the sides. The fort was very strong, though the siege was put by our Marathas around the Vasai fort, but the fort was very strong, and the artillery which the Portuguese had was also very powerful. So both the fort was also strong and the artillery of the Portuguese was also powerful. Their army, their military strength was very strong. So that's why what happened then, in spite of all these, even the strength of the fort, the strength of the artillery was strong, still Chimaji Appa, he put all his efforts and he fought with all his perseverance and continued the siege, and thus one day he forced the Portuguese to surrender, because siege means what? Surround the place by all and force the person who is inside that area to surrender himself. So this way he forced the Portuguese to surrender, and thus we got the Vasai area in our possession. Large parts of the Vasai and fort of Vasai we got from the Portuguese territories that was now passed into the hands of Marathas. So this way we also established our Maratha power, expanded our Maratha power in Vasai and Thane. Death of Baji Rao. Now what happened?